Hello students, here is Shitu, your mathematics teacher. This video is brought to you by IOTA Virtual Learning. In today's tutorial today, we are going to be solving WAEC questions from quadratic equations and change of subject or formula. So I want you to stay focused and see how we are going to do this. So now we have the first question coming from quadratic equation. The first question asks us to solve the equation 3x squared plus 25x minus 18 equals 0. This is WAEC 1995. Then we have the options there. I will like you to pause the video, go and do it yourself, then come back to see what you have. Alright, so from here we start solution. So now from here, okay, so we have this equation here. We want to solve this equation. We are going to be solving this by factorization. So now to factorize this, so we are going to pick this first term and this last term. That is, I will multiply 3x squared by minus 18. So you see that this is going to give me minus what? Minus 54 x squared. So now we have minus 54x squared. So the next thing we're going to do, we are now going to look at how we can factorize this minus 4x squared. So now we can see that, so that when we have whatever we have here, so when we add these together, we're going to have 25x here. So that's going to be, if I have 27x here, you see that if I multiply it by minus 2x, dot is multiplication, minus 2x, you see that this is going to give me minus 4x squared, right? Then also, if I say this is what, this is product, then for this, if I do the addition, 27x plus minus 2x, you can see that this is going to give me 25x, because plus minus is negative, so we have 25x. So now from there, we are going to pick this one now. Okay, so I'm going to replace it to be 3x squared plus 25x is now going to be written in what? In this, that is 27x minus 2x minus 18 equals 0. Are you following? So now from there, I'm going to group this like this. So now I'm going to pick out the common factor from here. So I can see 3x is common here. So into bracket, what is left with is x plus. Now here, 27x divided by this is going to give me 9 minus. What is common here? We have 2 into bracket x, then plus 9 equals 0. Okay, so now from there, I can see I have x plus 9 here, which is common. So I'm going to bring x plus 9 outside. If I divide this by x plus 9, I'm going to be left with 3x. And if I divide this by x plus 9, I'm going to be having minus 2, then equals 0. So now from here, we are going to have, this is 0 from equation. So I'm going to have this to be either x plus 9 equals 0 or 3x minus 2 equals 0. So we're going to have x equals, if I transpose this to the right hand side, it's going to be minus 9. And 3x, if I transpose this to the right hand side, this one is going to change to positive. We have this. So we have x equals minus 9 and x equals, dividing both sides by 3, you're going to have 2 over 3. Right, so we have x equals minus 9 or 2 over 3. So now when you look at the option out there, so we can see that we have what? We have the option D to be the solution to the problem. So thank you for watching. This is second question. So this is also from quadratic equation. The question says find the quadratic equation whose roots are this. This is Y 2024 past question. Now we have the option. I would like you to pause the video, and solve it yourself, then come back to watch the solution, then you can compare. Now, so we have this. So what are we going to do? So now solution. Now from here, we have this formula for, especially if you are looking for, we are given the roots, so we want to know the equation that has these two roots. So now we have the formula, and this is the formula here. So x squared minus u plus v, this u plus v means sum of the roots. So we let the two roots to be, one of it to be u and minus 1 to be v. So we're going to look at sum of the roots, the two roots that is given, then the product of the roots. So now what we are going to do now is that we just look for u plus v, that is the sum of the roots, that is 2 over 3, okay, plus minus 1. So we can write this minus 1 as over 1, okay, because we want to simplify this fraction. So now to do that, we're going to have this to be, the LCM is going to be 3, LCM of 3 and 1 is going to be 3. Then we have 3 in 3, that is 3, that is 1. 1 times 2, we're going to have 2. Now, but here we have plus and minus, so this plus minus will be negative. So now 1 in 3, that is 3, then 3 times 1, we're going to have this. So therefore we have u plus v to be minus 1 over 3. So now we look for the second, that is u dot v, which is the product of the roots. Now the product of the roots is going to be 2 over 3, then multiply, this dot is multiplication, minus 1 over 1. So if you want to do that in multiplication, this will be 2 times minus 1 is going to be minus 2, then over 3 times 1 is going to be this. So we have what? We have the product to be this, and we have the sum to be this. So now the next thing we are going to do is to put or employ this and this in this equation formula up there. So x squared minus u plus v we got is minus 1 over 3, then plus u dot v, which is the product, is minus 2 over 3. You have minus 2 over 3, then all equals 0. So now from there, so the next thing we are going to do is try to simplify this further. Minus times minus will give us plus 1 over 3, then plus minus 2 over 3 equals 0. So we have what? We have this to be x squared plus 1 over 3, plus times minus will give us minus 2 over 3, then equals 0. So now here, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to clear this fraction. We are having 3 here. So therefore, we are going to multiply all of this by what? By 3. So far, the 3 is the LCM. Okay, so multiplying 3 by everything here, 3 times this, we're going to have 3x squared, right? 3 times this, we are going to have 3 over 3, minus 3 times this is going to give me 6 over 3, then 3 times 0 will give us 0. So now from here, lastly, we have 3x squared. 3 divided by 3 will give us, sorry, we have actually omitted x here. If you look at this, if you look at the, we have x here, so there's supposed to be x here, x here, x here, x here. I'm very sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that. So now from here, 3 divided by 3 is going to be x, then minus 6 divided by 3, that will give us 2, then equals 0. So we have the solution, okay, to be this. We have the solution to be this. So when you look at the options up there, we can see that we have option. All right, thank you for watching. Going to the next problem we have. This is a change of subjects of formula. So we are given y equals a plus b over minus a minus b. So this is it. Kindly pause the video, go and solve it, and come back to check the solution. So now from here, what we are going to do, we are going to cross multiply because we want to make p the subject of formula. So I'm going to write this y as over 1. So I cross multiply means a minus b is going to be multiplying y. That is a minus b. This is what I mean. Cross multiplication. Okay. So this we multiply this and equals this we multiply this. We have a plus p. So now from there we try to open the brackets here. A times y or y times c will give us ay minus. We're going to have py then equals a plus p. We are looking for p, so we're going to take every p where we have p to one side. So this is going to be ay. I will transpose a to this side, you change to negative. Then we have p. We take this one to this side to change to positive y. So we have a. So now from here we have ay minus a equals, from here p is common here, we have p into bracket 1 plus y. Then here also what is common, we have a common, we have a into bracket y minus 1 equals p y plus y. Now from here we want to make p the separate formula, so we can just divide both sides by 1 plus y, okay, over 1 plus y. So this, we cancel this. So finally we have p to be equals a into bracket y minus 1 all over. So here we have 1 plus y, and it can also be y plus 1. Okay, so now this is the solution. When you look at the option up there, so you see that we have option C to be the solution. Okay, thank you. This is the last question for this change of subject formula. So we have this question. Kindly pause the video, watch the video, and come back for the solution. Right. So now here we have p. So now from here we want to make q the subject formula. Q is found here. How are you going to do? So I'm going to cross multiply. I will write this as over 1. Cross multiply means r will multiply this, this will multiply this, and this will multiply this. That's cross multiplication. So this is going to be r times rp to power 1 over 3 equals, you have the cube root of what, of q. So now from there, since we are having q here, so we want to find a means of bringing this q out, but it's enclosed by this cube root. So therefore what we are going to do is that we are going to cube the both sides. We cube the both sides like this. We cube the both sides. Now, like that, what are we going to have? This cube will affect this r. This is going to be r to the power of q. Then multiply by p 1 over 3 multiplied by 3, because it's the power will affect this power, equals. Now this cube, we cancel the cube root, we are going to have q, right? So from there we can see that we have q here. This, we cancel this, so we have q now to be equals p times r cube, so which is q equals p r cube, right? And that is the solution. So now when you look at the option here, you can see that we have option C to be the solution to the problem, right? So thank you so much for watching. So this is just a video from quadratic equation and change of subject of formula. So thank you so much for watching. So kindly solve more problems that are related to this, so you can pass your WAEC exam very well. Thank you for watching. Bye.